The news reached us this week that at last, the long-awaited and much heralded publication, Dame Edna's Bedside Companion, has at last hit the bookshelves. The book, a conglomerate of wisdom, experience, practicality, garnished with a smattering of the erotic, is not your usual Dame Edna fare. But it demonstrates graphically the boldness and foresight of this adventuress in recognizing and anticipating trends long before they appear, and once again setting a standard that others are hard-pressed to surpass. Dame Edna is waiting for us now, so from her boudoir and bed in the heart of London, where she has graciously consented to talk to us, ladies and gentlemen, Dame EDna EVerage. Here, yes, hello, my love.
Hello, Don.
Oh, listen to that applause for you, my dear. They miss you.
Hello. Hello, viewers. Oh, lovely.
Lovely stuff. Well, welcome home, Dame Edna, if only by the satellite.
Thank you, Don. Why do we always have to go on a meeting like this?
Oh, I know.
Isn't it spooky? 13,000 miles, and I'm being bounced off a star, aren't I? Isn't it spooky?
Yes, it's wonderful. You've gone 12,000 miles up into space and back down again, and you don't even feel it.
I hope, though, that we can meet in the flesh soon, Don, because I miss being on the show physically with you. I miss the way you squeeze girls' little cheeks and touch them and stroke them. I envied little Marcia Hines last week when you gave her a cuddle like that.
Yes, yes.
I did. I thought, I wish I was Marcia, but then I'd need quite a few little hormones, wouldn't I, to turn
Yes, yes, just a few. Are those matching swans on those glasses?
Yes, you know, didn't they do a clever technical thing, viewers?
Yes.
Because they got the cover of my new bestseller, and then they sat me up in bed and they merged, and all that happened in outer space. I don't begin to understand it, Don Lane, but I think it's a tribute to you that you arranged it. I think it is. Because you took a big salary cut to make this possible, Don, didn't you?
Yes, yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
You didn't know it, but you did.
I know, and I'll tell you something else. I'm not going to forget it so fast. Tell me about the book now. The question that comes to one's mind immediately is, why did you choose to write this book?
Well, most of the profits... First of all, I have to say this, Don, that I know that there's a lot of women, not only in your studio, but all over Australia, in fact, probably all over the world, tuning into this satellite broadcast. No, probably Eskimos, sitting in the little igloos listening to this,
yes.
who have suffered from insomnia. You know, ladies, what it's like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to reach for a bit of quick consolation. Well, this is somewhere... This is something you can put your hand on that's altogether safe, and it's not habit-forming, remember that.
Oh,
it's a lovely thing to dip into.
Yes.
It's a cure for insomnia in itself, because if by the time you're halfway through it, if you haven't dropped off, you get your money back. It's got lots of... It's full of hints.
And helpful ones, too.
Dreams. Helpful ones.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely,
glad you added
yes,
that, Don.
yes, yes.
I should point out something, though, and may I say this on your program?
Sure.
That the boat that has supplies of this book for all the bookshops of Australia has had an accident, and it's not going to be in the shops for about 2 weeks. Can you wait?
I don't know. Can you wait?
I hate... Can you, audience?
No, as a matter of fact, part of the audience ran out the door now because they thought they may be available this very minute.
Don.
Yes.
So this is a bit of a teaser, this one. The other reason I wrote the book, Don, is that, as you probably know, I think I've told Bert this privately, and he's passed it on to you, I'm an extremely rich woman. I need never work again. My accountants have told me that if I earn another cent, I'll be in a tax bracket which no one would envy. Right. So, and you know, with the retrospectivity that's coming in.
Yes, I understand.
As a matter of fact, I believe the doctor said to Malcolm Fraser that his backache is going to be made retrospective.
Yes.
However, I'm giving all the proceeds of this book to a charity, a special charity, that's called RAPE.
Rape.
All the proceeds of this book, not every single cent goes to RAPE. Now, their initials. RAPE is the Royal Australian Prostate Endowment. RAPE.
Obviously, this has something to do with Norm.
Yes, my husband. He is the world's most famous prostate sufferer, as our viewers know.
I understand that, yes. Yes.
That's why he's not in this lovely bed with me now.
I was interested to read, by the way, on the back of the jacket. Oh.
Good heavens. I feel I should explain.
Yes, I think maybe
to
we
our
should.
Viewers,
does that plug
why
in,
I've
by the
got
way?
This, well, no. This Nivea cream. I don't want... No, please, viewers. I don't want anyone putting 2 and 2 together and making 5.
Yes.
You see this blender? Can the camera see this blender beside my bed? You see?
Oh, yes.
Look. Can you hear it?
Yes.
That's parsnip pulp. I pop a parsnip in there in the wee small hours of the morning, and I'm never without a little bit. The pulp of a parsnip is wonderful for the skin, Don.
Right, I know.
So I never sleep without a couple of old parsies tucked away somewhere. And if I wake up in the middle of the night with skin starvation,
Yes.
then I just pop a little parsnip in my blender, slap on a bit of pulp, and I'm as gorgeous as ever. I am. You remember that. I believe you've got the odd thing in your bedside drawer, Don.
Yes, I do.
I
only I won't put my hand in it. You see, that's. But can
Not in the blender.
No. Can I?
Husband.
You devote a chapter. Oh yes, we were going to talk about on the back cover of this, on the jacket of this book. I see where it says, Lord EVerage. I didn't know that Norm was a lord.
Oh yes, he is. If I'm a dame, he has to be a lord.
Oh,
I'm not sure that technically it's correct, frankly.
Right.
But the Queen herself referred to him as Lord EVerage when we were chatting the other day.
Right.
As a matter of fact, this is an exclusive for your show, Don, and bless your heart, going to this expense. It's costing about $1,000 a second, this satellite program, by the way.
Is it?
And I'm very honoured. It is. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know it.
So, I asked the Queen, I said, is it correct to call him Lord EVerage? She says, look, don't ask too many questions. She said, I said, I'm going on the Don Lane show and they're going to have cameras in my bedroom for the first time. And she said, well, it's not a first for you, Dame Edna. She said, you'd be surprised what I've had in my bedroom. You know, she was referring to that little intruder.
Yes.
You know, and I said, well, I said, what were the ciggies doing? You know, she had the ciggies in her bedside drawer.
Yes.
I hope that she wasn't a secret smoker. She'd always keep them in case anyone comes up the drain pipe. And I need to stall them. You see, she stalled that intruder. And while he was lighting his cigarette, he was a rat bag, of course, I need hardly say, she had her hands under the bedclothes finding her bleeper. She was looking for her bleeper under the bedclothes, but I said to her, I said, my darling, Elizabeth I call her, I said, when that happened, I said, you remember that incident, Don? You know
Yes,
the one
I
I'm
do, with
referring
the
to.
man on the end of the
I
bedroom.
said, where was Prince Philip? And she said, oh, he was up the passage. He was. His bedroom
Yeah, it's just down there.
it's some minutes away up the passage from hers.
Yes.
And that's why he wasn't aware of it.
May I
She
get
was
back to-
leaping him. And yes.
May I just get back to the... I just wish to get back to the book because where they're sort of giving me
Look,
all
we
sorts of
don't
things.
need to promote it.
We don't. Well, I'd like to ask you a couple of things about it. Just one thing, which is sort of revolutionary. This is a specially treated jacket because there is a lot in here about stains, bed stains, and you give a lot of advice how to get rid of them and so forth.
Now, look at this, viewers. Look at this. This jacket of my book. Now, it's going to be on every bedside table in Australia when it comes out in a couple of weeks, and you can order it from the bookseller. Now, here's a bit of Niv. Look. You see, you can get things on books at night, can't you, when you're reaching for them? And, you know, or a little bit of tea, a little bit of cup of tea on this book. Now,
Right.
all you have to do is just get your bedclothes.
Well, that does it. That really,
Isn't that wonderful?
I think that's a very, very practical demonstration on exactly what it does. May I ask you about just one last question? A lot of women are troubled by sleep. A lot of people, naturally, are troubled by sleep, as you said before. But you devote a whole chapter to dropping off.
I do.
Yes, and there is advice for several different types of people and ways that you can drop off.
The arts of dropping off, yes.
Yes. What is the leprosy method, for example?
The leprosy method. Well, that's a wonderful way of dropping off leprosy. No, I mean the method.
Right, yes.
What you do is when you're lying there in torment, you know, and not even Hal Todd is on the television. Hello, Hal, I'm an old friend of Hal's. What you do is lie there and you talk to each little part of your anatomy in turn. You say, go to sleep, little finger. Go to sleep, second little finger. Go to sleep, lips. Go to sleep, lobes. Go to sleep, chest buttons, you know. Go to sleep. And you'd move down the body.
Right.
And you talk to each part of your anatomy, Don. In your case, you'd probably have a long conversation. And then it drops off. Now, I mean, it drops off to sleep.
Yes, I understand.
And you never, you just say go to sleep to every part of your anatomy. That's the leprosy method.
And what is the fanning method?
The fanning method,
yes,
I'll show you.
Yes, that's quite delightful.
Now, you can fan yourself to sleep. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No.
What you do is lie in the bed. I'm going to give a demonstration on a satellite. Isn't this incredible?
This wonderful, yes.
You lie in bed and you hold the bedclothes like that. Can you still hear me when I do that?
Yes.
And all you do is this. You keep doing that. And, you know, you'd be surprised.
Does it work?
Why are they applauding, Don?
Oh, they enjoyed the demonstration. Tremendous. Does it work, the fanning method?
What you have to remember, though,
yes.
There's a watch point.
Yes.
And that is that if your husband or your bridesmaid, in my case, I spend a lot of time in bed with Madge Allsop.
Yes.
Because she's my companion and she's a lonely old thing. I rescued her from the roof of the garage when she was sleepwalking once. I said, well, you can come in for a cuddle tonight, and she's been there ever since.
Yes.
But if you're doing the fanning method, make sure that your little sleeping partner, isn't on the hard-boiled egg diet. Right. Because one spark from the bedside blender and your boudoir could be an inferno.
It's Dame Edna, I am coming to London around the 2nd or 3rd of December. I will try to look you up and say hello. Thank you for joining us by satellite.
God bless
This
you
is the
all.
book. I hope it's a hit. Goodbye, my love.
Thank you.
Good night. We're coming back.